Snop. This is Tara. Today I'm working on Scraplift Crafternoon with my tribe. This week, Karen from A Little Kinder is on vacation, but please check out her channel anyway. It is still linked below at the bottom underneath the playlist. She does amazing work, and she has other content up that you can watch and enjoy as well. So this week's sketch or layout was created by Sarah Millerhouse. Her channel is Sarah Millerhouse Creates. I will have that linked down below. There is also a playlist linked below where you can see all four of us who are playing along this week our videos. So I hope that you will check everybody out. Let me pop that beautiful, beautiful mixed media layout up here. This is a layout that I chose, and it is going to be a challenge. The mixed media on that is amazing, and it's very, very well saturated. And I don't have the product that she does that she used on her layout. She used shimmers and a few other things. I am pulling out my distress crayons, which I had to have and haven't really played with them. So we're going to try to recreate her mixed media with those distress crayons. The next thing that I want to talk about is I have this pack of heart stickers, and I'm going to put it right out here. I have no idea where these came from. Not at all. Probably will not use the black, white, and gray ones, but the colorful ones I will. Sarah's layout has stars from the Birthday Bash collection that she used. This was a design team layout for Bella Boulevard. I did pull out the same stripe that she used because it goes with my colors. Note, I don't have pictures pulled out yet, and I have a title. I'm going to be using either Happy Day or Oh Happy Day. We'll see. But I gotta find photos. But I'm gonna go ahead and pause this video, and I'm gonna start on this mixed media, and let's see if I can recreate it as beautifully as Sarah did. Be right back. All right, so first try, I'm gonna take this watercolor pencil, not crayon, and I'm gonna scribble it onto my craft mat, and then I'm gonna use some water and a paintbrush to try to bring it up over to this Vicky Bouton Foundation's white cardstock. I chose to use her cardstock because we know for a fact that it handles mixed media very well. And since I was going to be using a lot of water, I wanted to make sure that I had the right kind of cardstock. So I do not like the shade of red that I pulled. I think that was Fired Brick. And I think this one is Barn Door, and so it's more the shade that I was looking for. Now right away I can see that I'm not going to get the amount of saturation that she had on hers, and so I'm just going to wet the tip of the watercolor pencil, and I'm going to bring in the saturation that way. I really, really, really wanted it darker, and so I tried scribbling on it. That doesn't do what I want it to do either, and now I can't smooth out the red, so I'm just going to keep trying to add, and I keep adding, and kind of trying to smear in where I colored directly on the paper, and all I managed to do really is just to cover that up. I don't ever actually manage to smooth it out, and that is fine. It ends up working fairly well. So for the rest of this, I have put the phone on time lapse so that you don't have to watch me painstakingly get each color down onto the cardstock. I'm going to just do it the same way that I ended up doing with the red, and I am using the tip of the pencil and cleaning up in between each color. And you're going to note that in some places I didn't get my brush cleaned well enough, and I end up with a little bit of a mixture of colors. And I do also realize that I have rearranged some of the colors a little bit on mine versus how they are on hers, and that was done intentionally. I let it dry for about an hour, hour and a half, and now I'm coming in with some of my ink sprays, and I'm doing the splatters. And I have some of the colors in Distress inks and some I don't, but anyway, I just get enough splatters on there to make it work. So I ended up pulling out another sheet of the pattern paper from this collection. I do have the entire collection. I'm trying to use it for birthday stuff mostly, and this is not going to be a birthday layout, ladies. It's just not. This is going to go into my cruise album. This is a photo that one of the ladies on the ship took. We did a photo share in iCloud for those of us who had iPhones, and we were able to get some of all of the rest of the ladies' shots, and some of them were amazing. And some of mine were absolutely amazing too. So it was nice to get this view. I do have, I think, a picture of my sister and I in front of the ship here, I think. Anyway, so I'm adding a label as well because, as you know, I like journaling. I have decided to use Oh Happy Day. It does take me a few minutes to kind of get it centered the way I want it, and you're going to see I start moving it around. The one bad thing about this set of phrase stickers is I discovered that they do not stick. And so I do have to go off camera and use wet glue and stick every single letter down separately because they don't stay. They kept flipping off while I was building the layout. And so I ended up having to glue each and every single one down. I am also going to bring in Best Day Ever, which is good because the letters from this particular phrase kept falling off into the drawer where I keep all of my birthday supplies at. And so it felt good to just make sure that I used it before. I actually lost some of the letters and then couldn't use the title at all because I've done that before with some of my phrases where I've lost a letter or two and then you can't even use them. So it was good that I was able to get this on to this layout today and get it used up. Again, they don't stick well, so I'm having to re-glue them with wet glue. I'm just trying to get them centered up here the way that I want them to look. Now, I didn't have both banner pieces from the ephemera from this collection. I had already used one on another layout at some point. So I stole a chipboard banner from another collection and I used it as my second banner. I'm quite happy with that. So here is where it kind of gets tedious because I'm going to put all of these hearts up on foam adhesive. I'm going to try to stick each heart in the color where I want them, to make them color coordinated, and I'm going to go ahead, and it does take quite a while to do this. So this is definitely a watercolor technique that I want to play with some more. I would love to get the deeper saturation that Sarah did with my product. I think that if I had more time, maybe I could have layered a second color on top of each color so that I would have more saturation. I'll have to try that sometime and see. But for this layout, I really just did not have the amount of time needed to play like that. I have been gone a lot in the last 3 weeks, and so I'm trying to play catch up with all of my 30 days of sketches as well as keep on top of my regular hops, including Scraplift Crafternoon. So I just wanted to make sure that I was able to put out a layout for today and not necessarily hurry. I didn't hurry, I just didn't take time to do the second layer, and maybe that's what I needed to do. Like I said, I'll try it again some other time. I know that watching me play stickers on here is a little bit tedious, and I apologize about that, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut away to the layout being finished right here. All right, I got my layout done. I did not use all of the same product that Sarah used, but I did use the same paper collection, and I used 2 of the pieces of ephemera. The stickers came from a friend. I think my friend Kimberly sent those to me here a while back, but they were perfect because A, I didn't have to fussy cut out stars, and B, they were already in color order, so it made it very easy to get the colors onto this layout. I did add a label for journaling, as you saw in the video, And I want to thank you so much for coming to my channel today. I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and or subscribe to my channel. You guys are responsible for helping me to build this channel. Without you, I can't do it. So I absolutely appreciate all that you do for me. If you have any comments or questions, drop them below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Make sure that you check out that playlist below so that you can see what the rest of my tribe is doing with this sketch. Have a great day.